Yo, time to wake 'em up!
Bonjour et bienvenue sur Discover 360. J'espère que cette chaîne vous plaira. Elle est consacrée à l'intelligence artificielle, au voyage et à la tech.
Yo, check the mic, 1, 2.
N'oubliez pas de souscrire. Bonne écoute.
Next cipher begin.
Welcome to The Explainer. You know, if you create short videos, you definitely know the feeling. You pour hours into making this perfect little clip, only to watch it get scrolled past in like half a second. So how do you actually stop the scroll? Well, today we're going to break down 5 powerful ideas to get your videos the attention they really deserve.
Let's just start with the biggest question on every creator's mind. With literally millions of videos being uploaded every single day, how in the world do you make yours the one that people stop and watch? I'll tell you this, it's not about luck. It's all about strategy. You know, to really stand out, you've got to master a whole new visual language. So today, we're going to cover 5 key parts of that language. We're going to talk about how to speak without sound, how to really master the mood, telling a complete story in just 3 seconds, then winning that all-important first frame, and finally, how you can prep like a pro. Okay, first up, speaking without sound. Now, this might be the single most overlooked part of making short videos, but believe me, getting this right is absolutely critical. So here's a fact that'll change how you think about video. Most people watch shorts silently. You know, they're on the bus, maybe at the office when they shouldn't be, or scrolling late at night. And that means your visuals, and especially your on-screen text, they have to do all the heavy lifting. And a huge part of that visual communication comes down to your font choice. Your goal here is instant comprehension, so you want to stick with clean, clear sans serif fonts. And please avoid anything too decorative or scripty. I know it might look cool, but if a viewer has to work to read it, guess what? They're already gone. So here's a quick little checklist for readability. You know, besides the fonts, you need high contrast so the words really pop. You gotta keep your phrases short and to the point. And make sure the text stays on screen long enough for someone to, well, actually read it. Oh, and placement is everything. Just look at this example. See how the text is centered, far away from all the platform's buttons and icons? That's what we call the safe zone. It's your guarantee that your hook won't get covered up by a username or a share button. Simple, right? Your message has to be seen to land. Okay, so now they can read your message, great. But can they feel it? And that brings us right to our second idea, mastering the mood. As YouTuber Andrew puts it, color grading is pretty much the backbone of a video. And it's so much more than just a filter you slap on at the end. It's this powerful subconscious tool that sets the entire emotional tone before anything even happens on screen. And get this, the science actually confirms it. Research shows that different color styles produce real, measurable emotional responses in people. I mean, just look at the difference here in what they call valence, or appeal, between a fearful edit and a happy one. Using brighter, warmer tones literally makes your audience feel better about what they're watching. But mood isn't just visual. For the viewers who do have the sound on, sound design is what takes a video from just good to totally unforgettable. It's those little things, right? The subtle hums, the rustling of fabric, that perfectly timed musical moment. It's what adds realism and emotional weight and makes your video a truly immersive experience. All right, you've set the mood. Now what about the story? In this world of shrinking attention spans, you just don't have time for a slow build-up. You need to tell a complete story, and you need to do it fast. So the technical term for this is microdramaturgy. Now, I know that sounds super complex, but it's really not. It just means squishing a full story arc, you know, a beginning, a middle, and an end, into a single powerful moment. It's basically storytelling grammar for a super fast-paced world. And honestly, one of the most effective ways to pull this off is with a simple before and after. Show a messy room, snap, now it's a clean room. Show a pile of ingredients, snap, now it's a finished cake. The bigger the contrast between the before and the after, the more satisfying that tiny little story feels. So you've crafted this perfect little micro story, but it's completely useless if people scroll past before it even gets going. And that brings us to our fourth point, which is arguably the most important one. You have to win the first frame. 3 seconds. That's it. That is all you get. I mean, think about your own scrolling habits. You make a snap judgment, right? Is this interesting? Nope. Gone. That first frame isn't just the beginning of your video, it's the entire audition. So how do you pass that audition? Well, with a powerful text hook, a bold statement, a burning question, maybe a controversial claim, something like, "You've been cleaning your sink all wrong."
Our brains are just wired to want answers. So putting a hook like that on screen makes the viewer start reading, and that buys you those crucial next few seconds. And finally, let's talk about the unsung hero of all great content, preparation. Seriously, the work you do before you even open your editing app can make or break your entire video. A huge part of prepping is just choosing the right tool for the job, and there are tons of great mobile apps out there. CapCut is amazing for keeping up with trends and has some pro-level tools. VN feels more like a desktop editor, which is great for more serious projects, and UCut is a super solid choice for just standard edits. The key is just to pick one that fits how you work. This actually reminds me of a concept from professional kitchens, mise en place. It just means everything in its place. Before you even think about editing, get all your clips, your audio, your graphics, and put them in one folder. This simple habit will save you from the ultimate creativity killer, endlessly searching for that one perfect clip you know you have somewhere. Okay, so let's recap the whole system, shall we? Design for silent viewing, master the mood with color and sound, tell a compact little story, hook them in the first 3 seconds, and prep like a pro. See? These aren't just random tips. They're a complete strategy for making your videos actually stand out from the crowd. And the final thought I really want to leave you with is this. These techniques, the text, the colors, the micro stories, they aren't just little social media tricks. They are the new grammar for a universal language of storytelling, one that can be understood by pretty much anyone, anywhere, with or without the sound on. Now go tell your story.